NODY, an 8-year-old lively and cheerful girl, lived in a small town with her family. NODY was full of energy, always smiling, and her favorite thing to do was listen to stories and create her own imaginative tales. But what she loved most was spending time with her older brother, Ariz. Ariz was a 16-year-old calm, responsible boy who had a deep love for his little sister. They were not just siblings, but best friends. Their parents were often busy, so NODY and Ariz would spend a lot of time together, talking, playing, and sharing stories. One day, NODY and Ariz were sitting in the yard of their house. The sun was shining brightly in the sky, but they were happily lost in conversation with each other. "Ariz, you don't know, but I was thinking, if I ever became a princess, I would make you the king of my kingdom. You're my best friend, so I want you to rule my princess kingdom with me. You're everything to me, brother," NODY said with a smile, looking at her brother. Ariz smiled and looked at NODY. "You're my world, NODY. I don't want anything from the kingdom, just to be by your side. If you're the princess, I'll be the happiest king in the world." NODY giggled. "Okay, then we'll sit together in our kingdom, tell stories, play with toys, and make our kingdom even more beautiful. How will that be?" "Strange, but I'll be so happy," Ariz said with a laugh. They spent hours creating stories, and NODY shared her little imaginative ideas while Ariz told her tales from his school, friends, or his favorite books. Their conversations never stopped. Time flew by quickly when they were together, especially when their parents were at work or busy. NODY and Ariz would enjoy each other's company, playing, talking, or simply enjoying each other's presence. One day, NODY was feeling a little down. She had some issues at school, and she had fallen while playing. Some of her friends hadn't helped her, and she felt alone. She thought, "Will anyone understand me?" She then ran to Arizona. Ariz was sitting in his room studying when NODY came in. "Ariz," NODY ran to her brother, "I'm feeling really bad today. No one understands me." Ariz quickly closed his books and sat down next to her. "What happened, NODY? You're usually so cheerful. Tell me." "Some friends didn't speak to me well today at school, and I made some mistakes in my studies too. It feels like no one really notices me," NODY said, her eyes teary. Ariz looked at her with a smile. "You know, NODY, you are my life. Whenever you feel bad, I'll always be here by your side. You're meant for joy, and I'll be with you always. Remember, you are the strongest, because you're my little sister." NODY smiled through her tears, wiping them away. "For you, Ariz, I can do anything." Their bond was truly special, one where they were each other's best friend and support system. They knew that with each other, they didn't need anyone else. Time spent together, sharing stories and dreams, was the best part of their lives. They didn't mind being alone, as long as they had each other. One day they were sitting together again, talking about their imaginary kingdom. NODY said, "Ariz, I know that whenever I'm with you, the world will feel like a happy place. Even just 1 minute spent with you feels like gold." Ariz gently placed his hand on NODY's head and said, "You don't know, NODY, but you're the most precious gift in my life. I'll always be here with you." Their deep bond of love and friendship was beyond compare. They knew that as long as they had each other, they would never feel lonely, because their friendship was the most valuable thing in their lives.